Hello and welcome to the application number 4 walkthrough. I just want to give you a quick video to help you understand the idea behind the behind the fourth application page. Today we're looking at uh, some different ideas in math, especially kind of looking at some geometry stuff to start. Um, for these ones, I just want to find the perimeter, and remember, perimeter of any figure just means add up all the sides. So we're going to look at how to combine some like terms, probably, because that's what was covered in the day 4 material. So for this first one, let's just get started on it. I want to add up all of these three sides. I'm going to have 5x plus 3 plus 5x plus 3 plus 2x minus 5. Getting a little long-winded there, but that's okay. When I add all those up, when I add all those things up, I have 5x, 5x, 2x. That's going to give me 12x. And then 3 plus 3 minus 5. So that'll be plus 1. And that's all we're looking at doing, just trying to combine those like terms and see what that gives us. Second one, pretty similar. In fact, all 4 of these are about the same, and that's about all I'm going to say about those. Okay, those are pretty straightforward. Just look at, these 2 are triangles, these 2 are squares. Add up the 3 or 4 sides that you're given and just combine the things that are like terms. So if you have x's, you have x's. If you have numbers, you have numbers. If you have x squareds, you have x squareds. Okay. Down below, there's not a whole lot that I'm going to do here except for explain kind of what I'm looking for. In at least these numbers 5 and 6, there's 5 and 6 down below too, a little numbering error. But in these two, it says explain the error in the following problems. So in these 2 problems, they were using distributive property, and something went wrong. Okay, and I want you to write in words what the mistake was. So, if you were, a common method that I like to help people out to figure out how to explain the error is go ahead and try to do the problem correctly, see what you would get, and then maybe look at the mistaken line of math and see what they did wrong. Okay, that's what these are. This is like a student response to how to do this. Okay, and they did something incorrectly, so you tell me what it is. In the last 2 problems, we're just looking at simplifying the formulas or kind of writing these formulas a different way, just using, looks like distributive property. Okay, there's really no rhyme or reason as to why you would want to simplify these. Sometimes these maybe are the simpler versions, but I want you to use the distributive property to write them a different way. Okay. The one thing I will say about these, obviously we're using distributive property, so we want to multiply the 2 by the 2 things in there. On this one over here, it's kind of distributive property twice and sort of in 2 directions. So maybe just as a hint, I'm going to distribute the h. And not that you would do it first or have to do it first. It's okay either way. You could distribute the h first, you could distribute the 1/2 first. It really doesn't matter. And even with that, it doesn't really matter the order that you write it in. So the way I'm going to write it is I'm going to say I'm going to have 1/2, and then I'll have b1 for base 1 times h plus b2 times h. And you could put the h first in each one of these. That would be okay. Then your only job now is to distribute the 1/2 and see what you get. So I hope that helps. I didn't want to give too much away, but I did want us to just kind of have a refresher on what we covered in class. as well as some hints on how to do some of the problems. Have a good day. We'll see you in class.